Let's get into it. This is gonna be about 91, riding that wave of the 90s, man. Did the Nas. It was written, reviewed 30 years later. These are a new school album, Future Without Past. That was a classic, and that was 35 years ago. Now, another album that came out 35 years ago, Main Source, Breaking Atoms. This was a great one, man. This was a masterpiece right here. Those Professor, those two DJs. This is a classic right here. Let's get into it. This album was dropped and released in 1991 on July 23rd. American Canadian hip hop group Main Source. Released on Wild Pitch Records. It was produced by the group, primarily Lost Professor. Recording sessions taking place. It took place at 1990, 1991 at the Homeboy Studio, Power Play Studios, Libra Digital in New York City. Right. So as I continue on with this Main Source, Breaking Atoms, look at this album as far as review. Now this album is distinguished stylistically by its incorporation of jazz and soul music samples. This album, Breaking Atoms, has been highly regarded by music writers due to its production. It's not really because of the lyrics of Lost Professor, because he's the main one that was rhyming on this album. Ozzy had the Live at the Barbecue song with Nas, Akinelli, Joe Fatal, one of the great posse cuts ever. But this album is known for its production because it's heavy original use of sampling influenced a lot of hip hop producers for a considerable portion of the 90s. So not only this album is a great album, it's more influential albums ever made. You talk about great albums that influenced a lot of producers, like Pete Rock was part of this album, according to what I see. So obviously made a contribution on this album. This album has been widely regarded by writers and music critics as a significant influential album. See, the influence. So if you talk about great albums that are influential, you gotta include Breaking Atoms by Main Source. It influenced a lot of producers to make albums better as far as their production. Also, it made the debut of Nasty Nas on Live at the Barbecue. Its contribution to the song was sampled on the Genesis on Illmatic. Also, Breaking Atoms has been recognized as one of the most important records in hip hop history. Thanks for the 20 people tuning in. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. Appreciate it. So it's out of print in the United States after the demise of Wild Pitch Records. It was reissued in 2008 through a Fatana of distribution. And this album was produced through the EMU SP1200. Again, the beats are the cornerstone of this album. Just the beats that Lost Professor was making. Whether it be a loop or a break, something that came with it, man, just made it a masterpiece. Obviously gonna get into the track listing and break down the songs. But this was a great album. This is a classic, undisputed classic. Soundproof magazine once listed this album as number 16 in the top 20 Toronto albums ever. About.com's Henry Adasso listed at number 20 in the 100 greatest hip hop albums. In 1998, the Source selected the album as one of its best rap albums, and it's giving it 4.5 mics for the 5 mic rating. You know what I'm saying? So this album is a great album. Also, this album was named as one of 2 jury vote winners alongside Buffy St. Marie's It's My Way of the Polaris Heritage Prize of the 2020 Polaris Music Prize. So let's go over the songs. I mean, Snake Eyes. What can you say? That was a great record right there. Classic. Then Just Hanging Out. I remember the video for that. Just Hanging Out. The classic stuff. And looking at the front door. That was like a love song kind of record, but the thing about that song, man, it was just so good because of the music, obviously, by Donald Byrd, the sample, Wind Parade, Think Twice, and the breakdown, it was just all about romance. It's a love song, romantic strife. And it was the #1 hit on the charts, or the Hot Rock Rap Singles chart for 3 consecutive weeks. So it shows you the success of that song. It wasn't about being lyrical on the mic, but it's talking about a love situation, romantic strife between a man and woman, relationships while looking at the front door. The video was great. This is when the music was so great, man. The music videos, everything, man. You just enjoyed everything that was in that video. The lyrics, stuff that, Extra P, Lord Fest was talking about. It was just a classic song. And it went #1 on the rap singles chart for 3 consecutive weeks. So it shows you how great that song was at that time, especially with the gangster rap, taking over, about to take over, about to explode. This is like an open window. 1990, this song was released on October 25th for the previous release of the album. It was come in 91. So the thing about that album, it was just, you got to get that album in 91 at that time. That's how great that album was, that song was, Looking at the Front Door. Then the B-side was Watch Roger Do His Thing. I think there's a video for that, a single release on that. Lost Professor, that was a great one. Just a friendly game of baseball, that was about police brutality. Great concept song, Scratch and Cut, that was great. Pieces Not the Border Play, I think that was a video. Yeah, here it is. Watch Roger Do His Thing. Then Just Hanging Out, that came out in 91 on May 14th. And Pieces Not the Word to Play, that came out on October 22nd, 1991. It's great. All these songs are great. Live at the Barbecue, He Got So Much Soul, Vamos, a rapper, I don't know how to pronounce some Spanish word. Watch Roger Do His Thing, just a free game of baseball, just a classic album. Great album. Just Hanging Out, that was number 11 on the chart. So thanks for hitting the like button, appreciate it. I mean, this is a great album, man. No else to say. Obviously, they didn't do anything comparable to this moving forward. They went to separate ways. They did make another album called, I don't want to say the title of the album, because Lost Professor already left the group before the making of this album. So I'm going to leave it at that. They were never the same without Lost Professor. I mean, Lost Professor made a great album, very important albums, because the production, the music was outstanding, the beats, everything, man. And the lyrics. Lost Professor can hold it on his own lyrically. So that's it. That's my conclusion of look at 1991. Main source. Reagan Adams, 1991. This album was released 35 years ago. Next month, man. This is a classic album. This is good as it get. Talking about great albums, this is one of them. Undisputed. Classic album. So that's it. I'm done with this album. The release of it. The discussion of this album is a great album. And introduce everybody to Nas, man. Nas made his debut on this album in 91. Live at the Barbecue. That's it. I don't think Biggie had anything out at that time in 91. Or Jay-Z. I don't think they had, this is before them two. He was doing his thing. So he was coming. He was on his way. Might be wrong about that. I think he came out before Biggie, for as like, at least like being featured on somebody's record. Or as don't rap, or as features. Might be wrong about that, but I'm gonna move on from there. I'm gonna get off this. I'll be back at 6 o'clock for another live feed. Appreciate the support. Until then, talk to you soon.